my backstory as a personal trainer is I've worked with a lot of clients over the years that used to tell me, now I was pretty good about this not going to my head, but they would tell me that they were getting more working with me than they were getting working with their physical therapist. And I'd always scratch my head and say, I don't get that, because I know as hard as I studied, physical therapists, they're doctors for a reason. They've done far more than I have. Why are these clients getting more with me? And the simple answer was time.
Yeah.
Right? They were with me for a full hour. They were lucky if they were with their PT for 5 minutes in the current paradigm, right? So
Yeah.
I've been fortunate to witness what you're doing, and you're with every single patient one-on-one for an hour, and it's unbelievable what you're capable of doing with them. So I'm curious, from your perspective, first off, I think we have already kind of answered the question, but I'll ask it anyway. Why the cash-based model? But then as a follow-up, do you think it's realistic to see another paradigm shift into a model where, whether it's cash-based or insurance finally covers it, that a physical therapist can work with a patient for a full hour and have that kind of autonomy, if you will, of here's what I know I need to do based on my education with this patient. And rather than being handcuffed by insurance companies, I'm going to treat them the way I know I need to do it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a bit to unpack there, right? But we made that segue, right? With I saw that shift, the paradigm shift in the healthcare industry in general, right? On the MD side, and then, by the time I graduated grad school, right, in 2012, 2013, I saw the same shift where it was all about the business model, right? And so, unfortunately, I mean, it's a hot topic, right? And I know it could anger a lot of people who might listen to this, but it's just reality, and if you don't like it, come at me.
Yeah.
So everything is dictated by the insurance companies, right? And they want, it's unfortunate where the companies are just forced to do volume to make up for, reduced prices and reduced reimbursement rates in the insurance-based industry or insurance-based model. So thankfully, my coworker, colleague, and friend Justin saw that. I had known about it too when I was in grad school. It was cash-based model was a kind of a new concept, but it's been growing more and more across the country. And so when I got out of school, I was seeing about 130 patients a week.
Wow.
I was at a clinic where we were 3.5 to 4 patients an hour, and then they moved to a 5-an-hour time slot where every hour was broken into 6 10-minute windows, and they each got filled with a patient, and I could block off one for myself.
Wow.
And it was at that moment that I was like, you know what, I'm out. I mean, you do the math, times 40 hours a week.
Yep.
And so I can't fault them for it. It's, they were open for the past 25 years, I think 30 years now almost. And it's tough. You don't just close up your shop. You sometimes have to adapt. And it's healthcare. There's kind of there's a taboo thing where you really need to be able to serve the industry. You really don't want to turn people away. So, but some of us looked and we're like, you know what? We don't need the insurance companies. We don't need them dictating how we treat, when we treat, how frequently we can treat, and what somebody needs.